inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. Now Murray off play action. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready? Mike is 59. Express! Mike spot 9.
Now Newton on 1st down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. The 20. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Breida on the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call that a loss of 7. To bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He's going to fight. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Throwing again is Newton. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Jones. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
20.
On first down, Newton. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Newton looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Damian Radley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Open man is Jacob Hollister. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Cohen. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I got you.
Now Murray. That's caught by Hollister. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least. Another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. To throw is Newton. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
We play to win. Let's go.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he finds McLaurin. So we've reached... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands up, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Complete. Richardson has it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he rifles one incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They will go for it. Now Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Murray. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Damian Ratley, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Newton to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Pick it up, pick it up.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Catch made here by Campbell. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Paris Campbell, 95 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, so time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First down, Murray. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray now. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.